my goodness. You can end an episode of Kowloon Generic Romance with the main character saying, I killed my love interest. And you're like, okay, I know what we're getting into this week. No, we don't. Because within 2 seconds, they're like, nah, just kidding. I don't believe that. I think he does feel responsible for a reason, but we'll figure that out later. And then you're like, okay, so what are they going to do this episode? Oh, Yao Mei, this girl who, had a bunch of plastic surgery. Okay, now we know she's a famous daughter of a famous actress. Okay, that's the episode. Great episode. I'm ready for next week. You watch after the credits, though. They just decide to say, haha, we're just going to drop everything on you. We have been wondering what the hell the thing in the sky's been doing. And now I think we have our answer. It's all a goddamn illusion. On the outside, looking in, Kowloon is destroyed. There's been a scene that I've talked about at multiple points from episode 1 where, Kudra is like sitting in the goldfish tea house and it looks destroyed for a brief moment and then it's like back to normal. Now we understand why. Because the fact is that the people inside, because we know there are people inside, I don't think it's that they're uploaded into the cloud. I think what's happening is something along the lines of they do live around here. And for whatever reason, that device allows them to see it as the nostalgia they remember. And for some reason, our central girl is like an in-between where she sometimes can see it as it is, but maybe, she's breaking the cycle. I don't know, but what the hell? They still could go the route because we do know they backed up memories. And those memories could be, just doing something in the cloud. Maybe in order to get inside that device, you gotta go inside the rubble. I don't know. Either way, you want to see my full thoughts, though? Support my work. We do got the Patreon where we got those full live reactions over there exclusively. I mean, boy golly. The theories keep theorizing. I said it last week, I don't think he pulled a gun or killed the original. Or the clone. Who the hell knows who the original is anymore? But I do think something happened that he feels responsible for her death. Whether that was a car accident, couldn't grab her in time. Something happened where he feels responsible that if he would have acted differently, she would still be around. I feel like that's what we're trying to build into. Which I would understand. Put in his shoes, if that's the case, I'd feel guilty too. But probably also why other characters are saying he isn't responsible. But clearly he's not ready to open up those cans of worms. The crazy thing too is, okay, what really blew me away was I thought the biggest bombshell would be the very end. So our boy wakes up from a nightmare and he's like, he looks like he's about to have a Higurashi mental breakdown, and then earthquakes are happening. And I'm thinking, wait, is his bad dreams causing earthquakes? And I guess that's kind of why I am wondering if it is because for the longest time I've been saying their memories are uploaded, like their identities are uploaded into the cloud thing that's in the sky, and it projects the city as they want to. So maybe you do have to go inside the rubble in order to enter the illusion realm. I don't know. It could be something like that. And if that's the case, it is entirely possible that someone's consciousness that's inside that device could cause rumblings and ruptures because he's going kind of crazy and not playing the nostalgia game. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here. I've predicted a lot of shows right over the years. This one I don't have confidence I will ever predict right. And I'm fine with that because that's probably why it's one of the more enjoyable shows I've ever covered on this channel. The thing about Yao Mei was interesting because we knew she had a lot of facial restructures and all that type of stuff, right? And early into the show, I remember some people predicting oh, what if the original Kudra is her, right? But she just had, a bunch of plastic surgery. I never really bought into it, but I thought to myself, I can't really disprove it either, given that anything's possible. So after this episode, we know exactly who she is. She basically ran away from the life she had because, obviously, the fact that it sounds simple, but I want to wear these earrings, but mom says I wear these. She knows best because she's the popular one. She knows she never really had an identity of her own, and ultimately it forced her to run away and create one. And what was so interesting was that I thought, maybe she was wearing a wig this whole time, because 3 minutes of the episode, we see her in her apartment and she looks like her old self. And I was like, okay, maybe she's been doing some push-up. I don't know. I was truly believing that was how she looked. And I like that it was more of a visual storytelling thing, that she didn't even want her friend to come in and see her because she's like, you'll see me as how I used to be and not who I currently am. And the fact that, like, no, like, this is who you are, and the fact that you're beautiful, you're kind, you're all these things. I thought it was such a brilliant visual directing choice because I truly was like, wait a second, why is her hair back? I was like, okay. I mean, hell, if we're in a simulation, I guess anything's possible, but I really like that detail. And I mean, I guess if they are uploaded to some cloud base, it is possible she might have actually looked like that in her apartment until she accepted her current self. I have no idea. Either way, though, this show is insane. Like, the fact that people still are sleeping on it is baffling to me. This is not a show you binge. This is a show you watch week after week and discuss with others. Some shows you can do either or. You can binge it in one night, binge it over a weekend, a week, a month, or you can watch it weekly and nothing really changes. But certain shows are better in that weekly format. And mysteries especially are the ones you want to sit with, because even if you're not discussing it online or with other people, sitting on an episode and thinking about it, because you're not just going to always be thinking about it. You could be going to work and then you're like, wait a second, that one idea in the episode, I wonder if that means more. It adds to the enjoyment. Does it mean binging it and watching it in one go is going to be bad? No, I will absolutely do that when it's over. But I think for a first experience, the optimal viewing is a weekly experience, or 2 episodes in a row and sitting on it. It just works so much better. And honestly, the anime community is strange anymore because there's no consistency on what gets popular anymore. You can look at a show like From Old Country Bumpkin to Master Swordsman. I love it, but I've been covering shows like those every year for the past 2 years. And that one's the only one that actually got popular. There's no reason that one should and the others one shouldn't. So it's just, the anime community doesn't have consistencies on what gets popular anymore. And I truly think if you drop this show 2 to 3 years back in any random anime season, this would probably be one of the biggest shows of the season. It's just strange that so many are sleeping on it because it legitimately is wonderfully produced, thought-provoking with its mystery. The romance is tragically engaging. And the fact that a character like Yame, who I really didn't have major connection to prior to this episode, I enjoyed her addition, but I was like, it is what it is. No, now, like, she's one of the best aspects of this show. I don't know what the ending's gonna look like, but episode 13 is not gonna end in any way we can predict. I'm truly convinced. I've been saying it, but I'm happy this is getting an ending. It may be adapting an ongoing manga, but thank God for the original endings, because a show like this, I think it will work perfect as a 13-episode run. And so far for me, pacing has been on point. Fantastic. You let me know your thoughts, and definitely those theories. Damn. Yeah, just thoughts down below. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new around here, of course ring that bell, and like I mentioned, we got those full live reactions over on my Patreon, and hey, while you're over there, I'll also give you a video shout out. Alright, so today we got Archlurker, Cody, Xanabi Isles, Wyatt Wilkin, John Hudson, Sarah Bry, Soggy Toast, Hibiki Tachibana, and we also have Amando. So I appreciate the support, everyone. Please take care. Y'all have a good one.